Rescue, data and repair. My name is Dr. Ben and today it's time for a revolution again. Yeah, so the last video about 7 days ago I was telling you about the new repair method for the Face ID. So and now we have the first programmer here who can do this. It's the AY A108. You cannot buy this at our web shop at smartpartstar.com because we don't sell the AY A108. Not because it's a bad device, just because we have another programmer who can do exactly the same. And for us, it was the decision to say we don't sell the AY A108. Not because it's a bad device. There are other companies who sell this tool here in Germany. You can have a look for that. And it's pretty okay. So what I want to tell you just before, as introduction. Before New Year holiday, it was already the situation in China that it was clear that this new repair type will come onto the market. So all the brands who do programmers like JC, like I2C, like Qianli, like Mijing, and all the others were just getting to produce these tag-on flexes. So AY did the producing before Chinese New Year holiday, so they have stock at moment. The others will end up their production on the 10th of February. So 2 more days and we will get these tag-on flex cables for I2C, for JC, for Qianli, for Mijing, whatever. So, and this was the point where I said, if I already got an I2C 6S, or if I already got an V1SE, V1S Pro like ever, if I already got a Qianli programmer, whatever, it's better to wait for the tag-on flexes coming for the programmer I already have. That's all. I never said the AY A108 is a bad tool. Yeah, so we got the tool last Friday, but I was sick completely. At moment, it's getting better. I need to recover, but I wanted to do the video for you this week. So I'm on it and we just start on having a look how the tag-on method works with the A108. What's pretty important for all you guys and girls, whatever, a lot of people wrote me, are the flexes of the AY working with I2C, or are the flexes of JC working with I2C? And I have to tell you, no. So if I got an AY A108, it's a programmer who can do Face ID lattice, who can do True Tone, and who can do battery management system, BMS, but not more at moment. Perhaps there is coming a software update and more boards in future. But the I2C 6S and the JC and other programmers at moment can do more functions. I want not say that the A108 is bad. It's just honest meaning of me that at moment, if you buy this programmer, just think that the flex cables only work with this, and if you buy I2C flex cables, they don't work with JC, and if you buy Mijing flex cables, they don't work with another brand. So just think on that. If you already have a programmer, wait 2 more days and then just collect the tag-on flexes for your programmer, for the programmer you need. We have it on smartpartstar.com for the I2C 6S or for all the I2C programmers, but not for JC and so on. So if you need JC, have a look at PhoneFix or at other companies. PhoneFix was mailing us this A108 and said, can you please do a review? And I said, yes, we can. Okay, we have an iPhone XR here. We have the A108. The A108 comes in this package here. Looks pretty nice. If you open up the package, you will find the programmer in there, and the board is an extra package, so the programmer. Underneath you find a USB-C cable. I just used another one and let it stay like this. Then the board, which comes in another package, in this package here. and a AC power supply, which you need for powering on this lattice board. Okay, so you just connect the board to the programmer, and what's pretty important, you need to download the software. Go to aytool.cn, download the software. After downloading the software, you need to register an account, so register your account. After that, you need to install the driver for the A108. It's pretty easy. If you open up the AY repair software the first time, it is in Chinese. If you don't understand and can't read Chinese, I can. If you can't, just click on the earth ball on the right top. After that, it switches to English. Then you click on driver and you install the CH341 driver, which is similar on JC and a lot of other programmers. After that, the driver is installed and you can connect the A108 right to the PC. So let us check like this. So A108. After that, you can just click or you have to click upgrade device on the right button, because the device needs the latest software, the latest firmware to work with the tag-on flexes and to work with all the functions you need for doing these Face ID repairs. So back in the days, if you had a problem with the DOT-Projector, you needed to take out the true depth camera system, copy the data from the old ROM ERC inside the DOT-Projector. After that, taking out the DOT-Projector from the prism. After that, writing data to the new flex cable, dot flex cable, then soldering down the DOT-Projector from the old cable and solder it down to the new cable, or you was working with chip method like ever, and then get it back to the camera system and gluing it right onto the prism. So that was the way you needed to go before. Now we have these little tag-on flexes, and I want to see if this can really work. So this is an iPhone XR. The iPhone XR has a problem with the Face ID. Face ID has been deactivated. There is an error occurred with the true depth camera system. So we just need to open up the device now. Therefore, we need a screwdriver. At first, I just want to disconnect the battery. And then we want to see if this really works. If this really works. So I just restart the AY repair software one time to do a fresh and clean start with you. Okay. So we disconnect the battery. We disconnect the screen, 2 screws for the EMI shield here. So now we disconnect the front flex, and here we have the screen. Now we just need to take out the true depth camera system. Therefore, we just use a little bit of alcohol. Alcohol is always good, you know. It's my meaning. So, and we take out the battery. Why do we take out the battery? I want to tell that to you. So, the true depth camera system has flex cables, and the flex cables come between board and battery. If we use a tag-on flex, the whole cable is getting more thick, and if the cable is thicker, we need some more space between the battery and the logic board. So in my opinion, it's the best way to just remove the battery, then take out the true depth camera system, and now we can connect the DOT-Projector to our A108. Now we click on test. We can click here on test right on the device. Okay, you see there is an error occurred. the software will show you the same. So you now can read the data right from the chip. In this way we will work with a cloud backup, but at first, just for being safe, I just save the bin file. After that, we need to restart the device. And to connect it with the PC to do the cloud backup and the cloud burning. You will see it within a second. So we just reconnect the battery and boot up the device without the connected TrueDepth camera system. And what's pretty important, if we want to work with the lattice board, we need to connect in the burning process and so on. We need to connect power supply. Okay. Now we get the code and we connect the device with the PC like this. We click on Trust. Okay. Software says please unlock the device and trust the PC. I will do that. Then we have to reconnect the USB cable. So token not saved. So and again. Yeah. Okay. Now we wait until we can choose the cloud backup here. So now we can click on cloud backup. Cloud backup succeed. Now we need to activate the DOT-Projector, and this is why we need the external power supply. If you want to know the exact technical facts why this is needed, we can do another video about that, but this is really technical then. So now we just click on activate to activate the DOT-Projector for the tag on flex. Okay, so we just activate. Wait a second. Okay, great. I see fuse, all activated, and now we have a tag on flex and it is working for the XS, XR and XS Max. We take the tag on flex right out of the box. And we open up the blister. And now we just connect the tag on flex to our programmer. Like this. And now we just click on cloud burn. Okay. We want to burn. Right, okay. Test complete. All fine. And now we are done. This is all. This is the Face ID repair. Tim, the process as itself is much faster than soldering, I think. It's much easier, but now we come to the next point, and this point is pretty important because now we will see a problem because we don't have much space between logic board and battery. And if we add the tag on flex, it's like so, in this way. Here we are. If we add a tag on flex, we just need to click it in, and then we need to find a way to get this tag on flex in the right position. So do it like that. Do it like that to don't be too thick. Okay, you see? Here, get this cable in between and then get this down to here. Okay? we should test that now. Can we get the true depth camera system into the housing again without having issues? Let's see. So, okay. This looks pretty good, I think. And this looks good too. Come on, click. And this is something, if you work with soldering, you don't have these issues. So, like you see, each method has his hints. Okay, so if you want to do it with soldering, your skill level which is needed is a little bit higher. But here you need to work gently too. So now, if we sit down the battery, I will glue it with the original glue later. We need to come a little bit more to the side of the housing to get more space between the logic board and the battery. And you see, this is the cause, my cough is the cause why I couldn't do the video on Friday, because it was terrible. I was game over. And if you are game over and want to do a video like this, it's like, oh man. And today I said, okay, I'm feeling not really good, but I want to do the video for you. And I'm here to do that. So let us start the device, let us boot up the device and have a look if this Face ID wants to work again. So, okay, like you see, the screen is in completely. All the sides are okay, so it doesn't stand out in any situation. So, and now let's see if our Face ID wants to work again. So, Tim, have a look. Yeah, perhaps it's like for the situation with the light. Oh, moving up, moving down. Okay, let's have a look. Perhaps it's not right positioned here, but not a big problem. So the error message has been gone, and because we worked with the tag on, it's just about the position, I think. Yeah, and it's about the position. Okay. So why do we have the issue move up, move down? Let us have a look, and let me tell you something about how the Face ID circuit works. So in the Face ID circuit we have one time the DOT-Projector, and the DOT-Projector is projecting infrared points, a mesh of infrared points onto your face. Okay, after the mesh is projected on your face, the infrared camera here reads them points and scans your face. And to see, or the phone, here on the top we have the flood illuminator, and the flood illuminator just recognizes your face at first. It says, okay, there's a face, then the DOT-Projector gets the mesh of infrared points to your face, and then the infrared camera scans your face completely. So that is the function of the Face ID system. So now the problem is, it says move up, move down. If we have a move up, move down issue, we have a Face ID issue, which mostly comes from a broken DOT-Projector. We want to check if the system says, if we click on test here, all is fine. So that's pretty okay. Then I think it's just a little positioning problem. We have a look. We didn't move anything here. So the dot is sitting straight on the prism. It was not prepared before. You can see it's totally original. So the only thing we did was we were clicking this flex cable between. So getting the tag-on flex between, and getting a nice position. Perhaps we can test it like this. Connect again. Connect again. And connect again. So this is something I don't like, because then it doesn't sit straight. So the better way is to get this cable under the tag on. So we were right with the positioning. Totally okay. Totally okay. Because otherwise we can't connect the cable in the right way. So, okay. Let us test this again. Okay. If we get in the battery, we get a little push to the tag on, like you see. If we get a little push to the tag on, the true depth system on the top just moves a little bit, but should work anyway. Should work anyway. So we just test it. Lattice is good. So why don't we have a working Face ID if we just only use a tag-on flex? Why did we move up, move down? So that is something, in my opinion, which can appear if you really take off the dot from the prism, but not if you only set up the tag-on flex. And that is the reason why I never trust any advertising and anything. I just want to see things, and I just want to test and prove things. So now we are fine. Now we are fine, Tim.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty okay to show people the whole process. So yeah, now the Face ID works fine.
So was the tag-on flex positioning?
I think I open up again and show it to you, okay? I think I realized where the issue is, or was, okay? Which is reconnect the battery, disconnect the screen, disconnect the front flex. So, and this is really pretty important for all you who use these tag-on flexes. So, always remove the battery, because you need space between logic board and battery on all models. Even if iPhone X, if iPhone 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, whatever. You need to remove the battery. After that, you need to get in the tag-on flex and get all the other flex cables in the right position to the tag-on flex, to don't get it pushed too thick, okay? And then, I think the problem was, if we get in the battery and the battery gives a little push to that tag-on flex, the FPC can come up a little bit, and you get some move to the flex cables, and then something like this can or could happen, in my opinion, okay? So, if we get in the battery again, it's like get it as much to the left as it can to have enough space here between board, tag-on flex and battery. And after that, connect the screen and test it one time before, because you saw this one took me more time than a normal DOT-Projector repair, which I do by soldering. But it was the first one, it's totally okay. You need to see how it works. Perhaps on another device, on an 11 Pro, 11 or on an X, perhaps it had been working from the first point on, okay? But I think it's pretty important to show you that even on these things, it can happen that you need to do some repositioning or whatever. So let's see. We just boot up the device again and have a look. And have a look if this still works. Yeah, and you see the Face ID works fine. Here I can unlock the screen. So the tag on flex method works. It's revolutionary for the repair industry. Yes, it is something which everybody can use without any experience. No, not at all, okay? So you should have experience in repairing phones, and then it's a huge time saver and it makes things much more easy. But remember, if you use the tag on flex, you need more space between battery and board. And if you sell the device and somebody opens the device to control, he sees that it was worked in the phone. If you work with the dot flex method and take off the DOT-Projector from the prism, and if you work fine, nobody can see that you worked on the phone. So both methods have their advantages. In my opinion, the A108 is a nice tool. If you want to get it, just have a look for a reseller in Germany. At Smart Part Star you can't get it because we only sell the I2C 6S programmer. But even for this programmer, for the JC, for Mijing and for Qianli, you will find the tag on flexes within the next week too. Just decide what you want to do, but what I can approve is that this method works, okay? I'm out. Thanks a lot for watching. Give us thumbs up, subscribe the channel, whatever, and send me some wishes for recovering again to get my health back. I'm out. Here's the band. Goodbye.